Alright, YouTube is up, which is good. Live is good. Okay, let's go into TikTok. Hypixel Skyblock. Go live. I don't need to change that. That's easy. Alright, so we should be live on YouTube and on TikTok now. Life is good. That's very, very good. Okay. Let's get started. I've missed streaming for a bit. It's been a minute. I don't really know what to do with this bad person talisman, honestly. It's a bit of a useless item. I understand throwing it in the end chest is probably just gonna cause me frustration later on. But it's fine, it doesn't matter. Today we're out here and we are looking to get ourselves the Primordial. Looking for the Primordial. I would really, really like one. It's gonna help Slayers, gonna help Diana, dungeons, and the like. So hopefully we got a mini boss. That should, yeah, I was gonna say that'll be pretty close to spawning. We pretty much instantly get it to the egg phase. It's very similar now to the bro, I regret putting a rune on this bow. That's actually painful to look at. I need to delete that. Right before stream I was like, I've never applied a rune before. This looks fun. No, I take it back. Runes are actually just visually annoying. Incredibly annoying. I didn't even realize how bad they were. I've never used a rune, and I'm proud of myself that it's taken 4,000 hours to get there. This is incredible. How frustrating runes are. I mean, it kind of makes sense. I didn't really think about it, but why on earth would I want to cloud my screen with additional particles that I genuinely just do not need? Why? What's the point? So, yeah, runes are definitely overhyped, I won't lie. They are not necessary. Not necessary at all. Glad I never spent gems or like actual money on them, because that would have been a bit of a skill issue. Fear, welcome to the stream, bro. What's up? I just failed a 200 kilo deadlift PR attempt, so that's really sad. I'm close, man. I'm close. I'm on 190. The goal is 200. It's always been 200. Once I get there, I'll finally be enough. You know how it goes. Toby, only rune you've applied is the Ender Snake rune. Valid. Valid. I haven't even done that. I haven't even done that. Watch me throw this Terror Broodfather. And we Daedalus Blade. Honestly, our healing is like actually so fine. So long as I don't like take 6 years to kill the boss. Yo, we finally got a Spider Catalyst. It took me 265k RNG meter to get one of those. Is there anything I can do with it? I think I need 2 of them, right? I'm fairly certain that I need 2. Hang on. Wait, I didn't even get one? Where it... What? Where is it? I dropped it, no? Spider Catalyst. What? Am I throwing? Terra Catalyst? Oh. Oh, no. No. We don't need that. We really don't need that. That's trash. This doesn't make anything of value to me. I mean, maybe the Recluse Fang, but no. No, we don't need that. That's what's that? A crazy rare drop. That's about as useful as a rune, TBH. That's okay. Toby, I want to talk about your RNG, man. I want to talk about your RNG as of late. It's been kind of insane. You got to hook up with the admin at the moment? Because Primordial, 3 Warden Hearts, right? 3 Warden Hearts a couple of weeks ago. Then you got the Primordial. Then you dropped a Legendary Phoenix. What's going on, man? How we doing that? What's the secret? Yeah, see, that's just rude, you know? I need Terra Catalyst. That's what we're after. I can't craft anything. I'm getting more digested mosquitoes than I am Terra Catalysts. And that's really sad. Like, I just cannot drop them. They're apparently, like, not tragically rare. But according to my RNG, they are. Watch me get a Primordial before I actually get a, Alright, here we go. I'll get a Primordial before I drop a Catalyst. Watch it happen, I promise you. It straight up will. We're on 267k stored XP. I did manage to get the belt. Or sorry, the bracelet, not the belt. So we got a little bit of bonus magic find. Do I have my enrichments set? I feel like my magic find is low. I do. Okay, I don't know why I'm only rocking like 300 magic find. Yes, the Phoenix. The Phoenix. We get it. We get it. Two shriveled wasps and a snail. Nice, man. I haven't got a snail, but I think I'm on like 3 wasps, which is pretty chill. I don't really know what to do with them, but I need the catalysts. That's what I need. I need the catalysts before I can do basically anything. I'm high-key like soft-locked by the catalysts. Everything that I craft with a mosquito requires a catalyst. Like, at this point, is it worth throwing my meter on it and just guaranteeing the drop? Like, I don't know. I don't know if it's worth it. I don't want to waste, like, 100k meter on each of them. I just kind of assumed that I'd pull them in, like, reasonable time. But that just has not happened, man. Yeah, I feel like my magic find is low. I don't know what I'm missing. Because it's literally just Godpot, Cookie, and enrichments. Like, there's nothing... Do I have a Rift Necklace on? I do. There's nothing else that I can think of that does magic find. 6 wasps? Nice. Yeah, the wasps are chilling. 1 more wasp, you get the belt? Nice, G. Nice, nice, nice. I believe in you. I believe in you and your Warden Heart. I've never dropped a Warden Heart myself. I got mine from raffle because I'm based. But, hey, man. If you can get... If Toby can get 3 of them, you can get 1. Surely you can get 1/3 of Toby's RNG. You know, think of it that way. You're chilling. You got this. Yeah, Toby, as soon as you sent me that message about the rev, I do have to apologize. I had all intention of helping you. Like, jokes aside, I genuinely was going to. And then you will not believe what I did, man. You will not believe the excuse that I have for just, like, leaving you on scene. I flooded my bathtub and, like, it overflowed into my entire apartment. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is, like, not a joke. So that happened, like, basically right after you sent your message. And then I proceeded to spend, like, the rest of the evening and the following day basically just trying to fix it. Honestly, that's all I've been doing. Like, the amount of streams I could have gotten done and the time that it took me to, like, get all of that water out of my carpet is kind of insane. Kind of insane. But yeah, it was kind of cooked, man. We had to go and buy like a water vacuum because normal vacuums don't deal with water very well. They just break. So that was really fun. Where's this Viscount? I just spawned a mini. There we go. Easy boss. 2 bosses. Where is mine? Hang on. I don't know whose is whose. I'm just going to shoot all of them. It was actually crazy. But yeah, Toby, can you please bless us all with your RNG, man? I'd really appreciate it. It'd be fantastic. Where is mine? There it is. I need to get Infinite Quiver 10 on this bow. I just kind of forgot. It's got 5, but that's high-key very mid. Where are you at? Where did you go? Don't run away from me. Yeah, I feel like my magic find should be like 300 and something, no? I'm not sure what I'm throwing. Like, what else affects magic find? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, is the bingo card difficult? Is it worth me doing this time around? Sometimes I just jump on bingo just to do like the easy tasks for the free points. Especially like the community goals. They're genuinely free. Like, you log on and you get free points. It's fantastic. Alright, I might have a look at it. I'm not really interested in like actually doing it. But I might do like some of the easy tasks towards the end of the month when I have a bit more time. Right now, I just want to like take advantage of Aatrox. I don't know what the next mayor is, or if like they're relevant to me, but I definitely want to take advantage of Aatrox. If I can get the Primordial pre-Diana V2, that'll really help, because that's like a 10% chance of doubling the mob, which is going to be fantastic. Also means that I might have to consider melee Diana, because if I'm using... I realized if I use the Primordial Belt, I'm kind of cooking, because I can't use the Implosion Belt at the same time, you know what I mean? So, I don't know. I don't know how that's going to, like, affect Diana. Do I have a term? Yeah, I do. Spider Shortbow just does more damage to the sacks, so that's why I'm doing that. The hatchlings. I need to get it to tier 3. It'll be so much faster. Because right now I'm doing 5 hits, which is like okay. But once I get it to tier 3, I'll only have to do 3 hits on each, which is fantastic. So that'll speed up the Slayer quite a bit, which is really nice. Hello, Sleeps. Welcome. You were so sad when you made the Primordial. What do you mean you were sad? It's disabled. Oh, rough. Oh, that's so rough, man. Bro drops the Primordial Eye like instantly. Can't even use it. That sucks, dude. I'm sorry, Toby. That's actually brutal. Yes, absolutely, Lord. I'm doing Spider Slayer before they steal the Magic Find. This is the way. This is the way. Getting all the digested... What do I even need? The shriveled wasps. The ensnared snail. What's the snail even used for? I don't even know. New profile is Sleeps. Nice, man. But yeah, upgrading this bow needs to be done ASAP. I don't want to waste my RNG meter before I have to. I'm very stingy with my RNG meter, which I think is a good thing to do. I think it's good to be stingy with it, because for example with revs, once I dropped enough scythe blades and the other thing, the shard of the shredded, once I had all of those, that's what happens when I try to like multitask and think about streaming while I'm actually gaming. That's what happens. That's my bad. Let's call Maddox. Let's give this another go. Bingo's easy, Lord. Good to know. Good to know, man. All right, let's have a look. What do I actually need the snail for? Is it for the ring? No, of course. The ring I could probably actually get. But I like this. This is actually going to help Burrs like a little bit. Slightly, not a lot, but like a little bit, which is nice. Do I care about the mosquito pet? I don't know if I actually do. It's cool, I guess. Is it for the shriveled cornea? What's the snail for? Sting? No. What do you need it for? Huh? What genuinely is it? The snails for Arthropod 7. Oh, I literally don't even need that. I genuinely just don't even need that. That's so fine. I have a Bane 7 somewhere. The only real reason that I haven't used it yet is because I don't really know which weapon I want to be using. Like, I'm considering putting it on Claymore, but I don't have Claymore yet. So I guess technically, if I do drop one, I'll throw the second one. Well, I was going to put it on the Daedalus Blade, but Daedalus Blade's about to get, like, useless. So I don't really see the value in upgrading it anymore. Yeah, so at this point, it looks like I'm going to save it for Claymore. But I've got one that I pulled from the enchantment table, so not in any rush for the snail then. That's chill. Go away, bro. Get out of here. What does the end game look like? I mean, I wouldn't say Spider Slayer 5 is end game, but it's as far as you can get in Spider Slayer. I don't know. Endgame, I guess, is still pretty similar to before. It's M7. Not even Kudra. Like, probably not Kudra. But I guess that's kind of part of it. What do endgame players do nowadays? I think they just quit, TBH. I don't think there's much to do. 12 pets is fine if you have, like, a chicken farm. And I'm pretty sure they made getting chicken eggs much easier than it used to be. Let me help this guy. Watch me loot share, like, the primordial. I did not. Well, to be honest, if you can die to a Slayer, I feel like it's endgame. Like, if you can have relatively max stats and still die to a Slayer, it's kind of endgame. I haven't really worked out how to prevent myself from dying. It's more just if I'm too slow and I'm not getting enough healing, I might die. That's basically it. Like, if I forget to hype every now and then for the regen and I'm not getting enough, like, siphon... I'm not getting enough siphon back, that's potentially a fair reason as to why I die. Because it's the anti-healing. Like, my health regen doesn't just regen. It doesn't do a lot of damage. It's just the poison. 3 weeks of math homework in 2 hours. You got it, man. Hey, I used to be a math tutor. Ask any questions. I'll try to help you. You and me, bro. We got this. Yeah, if I had Vampire Dentist Relic, I think I'd have much better healing. That would be nice. But yeah, I need 2 Tarot Catalysts. That's the sad thing when you need 2 of something. Because it's like, I know that even if I were to get to the first one, like, it still doesn't matter. It still has absolutely no impact. So that's frustrating to me. But I'm getting the Shriveled Wasps, which is nice. It's just odd that I can't pull the actual thing that I need. Yeah, this is good, because if I can get the Siphon damage, I'm chilling. I'm good with that. Siphon healing is great. It's fantastic. Just keep going. Do you know how many, like, what's your total Slayer XP for spiders now, Toby? I guess it's hard to judge, because it's like, well, how much did you do before versus after? I think I just basically finished Spider Slayer. I don't think I went much further than that. So any Slayer XP that I have above 1 mil is probably post-update. But how many kills did it take you to get the Primordial? Because I feel like you got it very early, no? But even using the Primordial for E-Man Slayer, because I'm a right-click mage, it's going to kill my damage. So I might have to just swap to it for Final Phase. But then if I nuke my damage, I can't phase skip, which is really annoying. Yeah, I need to get that Vampirism procking. Poison damage is the worst. There's nothing I can do about that. I just need healing. Just better healing. I can use the Tarapet technically. Where you at? There you are. But if I combo it like this, we're chilling. It's just when it like yeets away. If I'm not paying attention and it takes me a little bit too long to find it, that's when we have issues. Usually it's fine. 2.2 mil. That's a lot. That's like a... That's a good bunch of kills, man. 250k meter. See, I didn't do that. I threw my RNG meter on the Twilight Arrow Poison, and I actually used Spider Slayer for money at some point. Because I was just so desperate for coins and so anti-mining. I spent 700 hours getting like the best mining setup in the game, only to not use it. Don't ask me to follow logic and reason. Birkin, it's good to see you, bro. Why default pack? Because I'm vanilla. Take that how you like. Oh, yeah. Go to your eggs. You're at 500 meter. Wow, that's crazy. And did you have it selected? Like, did you get to keep the 500 meter? Because I'm at 260, but I haven't selected anything. I'm kind of just taking this as like I can kill it relatively effectively already. Like, I'm not in any dire need for particular items. Obviously, I want the Terra Catalyst, but I'm not desperate for it. Like, it's not like I can't kill it without it. But yeah, the longer that I don't drop one, the more I'm considering maybe I just... Maybe I just go and drop it on the meter just to speed up the bosses. Maybe it's actually worth the investment, you know? I don't know. Is that their boss or my boss? Oh, it is my boss. Nice. Nope. That's my boss. Hello. They're shooting at the wrong boss. GG. Bruh, your boss is like over there and it's gonna kill you. Fair enough, dude. Fair enough. I'm not hitting any of these sacks. Hang on. This is the issue. While I'm like figuring out the bow thing, that's when I like lose a bunch of health. And that's where I get problems. Like, I'm about to die. I don't even know where my boss is. So I'm not getting the siphon damage I need. I'm not getting the vampirism I need. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. When I get distracted and I stop actually hitting the boss, like I take too long with the eggs, that's the only time I die. I'm using giant sword swapping to Daedalus blade. That's my plan. Anything new? I don't think so. I did get a new mythic, which was kind of nice. We got that today. I'm pretty sure I have all the mythic rabbits now, which is pretty sick, actually. Zoro was like the third last. I got that last 2 hoppities ago, I think. Alright, we need to call up Maddox again. Hey, buddy. I messed up, bro. I was distracted. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. It's just a waste of coins. Is Giant Sword and Claymore better than Sting? I mean, I don't have a Sting because I'm a broke Ironman, so Giant Sword's just like what works for me. I mean, maybe it could be better. I don't know. But for now, this works. Tried to nuke those. I'd love if I could just like hype to spawn it, but it's too complicated with like swapping armor sets and stuff. Okay, well, this is just annoying. This is what I mean. This is why I need the bow upgrade, because the egg sacks, that's where I lose my health. Because I'm not paying attention. I can't be bothered to, like, heal midway through. So then you've got all of, like, the other mobs chilling and coming at you. And it's also just faster. Maybe I should just throw it on Terra Catalysts. But I can't justify it, you know? It's a waste. I'm doing this for the Primordial. I'm not doing this for a nice bow, you know what I mean? Should just pick a better spot. I like out the front. There's a lot more spiders and a lot less of the Magma Cube Riders. That makes a lot more sense. Oh, Wand of Atonement is not a terrible idea. Not a terrible idea, actually. I don't like adding effort. I'm Australian. I'm lazy. You know? We like to make things efficient and chill. Adding like a Wand of Atonement, it just adds like another thing I have to worry about. I'd rather just be better at the game, TBH. Like if I was dying every single time, yeah, necessary. I'd even probably Reaper Mask and just cop the damage loss. You know what I mean? But right now, the best thing I can do is just hype and then not mess up the rest.
I am genuinely so happy.
Like, honestly, it's probably better that I hype midway through as opposed to Wand of Atonement. Hype gives way more health. And also, like, the regen as well. Thank you, Deft, for the 2 roses. I appreciate you. See, if everything goes to plan, it's actually fine. It's so fine. There's no issue, like, at all. It's just when one little thing messes up, it creates a series of problems.
Happy.
Thank you for the tiny Deft. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh, Primordial Jockey. Where did I spawn that? Maybe I killed it. Sometimes, like, when the mini-bosses spawn, I kill it without even realizing. It happens. It's alright. It's a good thing, I guess. It just makes me confused because I see the message in chat, and I'm like, where is it? What's going on? I could see myself doing M7. Claymore ain't gonna drop itself, you know? I really need to get Infinite Quiver on this as well, just to save arrows. But like, it honestly doesn't affect anything. It's just every now and then I call jacks. And arrows are like relatively cheap. It's not a problem. But see, like, my health is fine here. You know, like, I got the full absorb shield from Hype. I'm getting good siphon damage. Bro hasn't run away, so I'm getting consistent hits. Easy, you know? That's the Slayer going right. I just have to stay... I don't know, stay paying attention. That's it. Spider Slayer as a Slayer, like, I didn't really like it when it first came out because I thought it was too easy. But I think I'm realizing that it's actually somewhat complex and I should respect it a little bit more. Because Spider Slayer, like, to me, traditionally what it was before the update, Spider Slayer was like genuinely sleep. Like, you could do it without paying any attention, like, at all. And I think that's the mentality that I still have towards it, and that is kind of just not right. Like, I should definitely be paying more attention. But old habits, man. Old habits. And then the Primal Fears, they're just annoying. It's like, get out of my way. Then they turn you into like a cow. Darkness Shade is honestly like my favorite of them all because it chills out and it doesn't actually try to attack you. Alright, on to final phase. Swap to Daedalus Blade. I don't even know where it is. There you go. Easy. Kill. Tara Silk, not bad. Not bad. Nexus, what's up, dude? How we doing, Murloc? Welcome. I've played Skyblock for a long time, bro. Long time. I'm approaching 4,000 hours. Maybe I'll get there by the end of the year. Maybe. 300 hours, 2 months. It's possible. Where have I been? China. That's the honest answer. Oh, go away. Go away. I was just saying how much I liked the Darkness Shade. Okay, well now I have a thing to kill. Honestly, the Primordial Minions aren't even an issue. They're just like an annoying addition to deal with. But I wish we could just like skip the whole egg sacs thing and go straight to just killing the Primordial Minions. It's just time save. That's the only reason we need to kill them. They don't actually do anything. Yeah, well that's where I've been, man. That's where I'm doing my fun stuff. It's been a hell of an experience this last year, dude. It's been absolutely insane. Now I'm a talent agent, so I run my own business as well, where I support actors kind of in a similar position that I used to be, who are looking to kind of get into the industry but don't really know how. So I'm doing that now, which is taking up a lot of my time. Because it used to be like, as you guys will remember, right? I used to stream whenever I wasn't acting, which when like I just started acting, like there was quite a lot of time that I wasn't acting. Now I'm acting pretty frequently, which I'm super grateful for. It's such an awesome thing. Like, it's a beautiful thing to say, like, yeah, I'm a full-time actor, as opposed to, yeah, acting's my hobby. I hope that it works out. But now that I have a small business, it's like, if I'm not acting, I need to spend time on that. And there's not a lot of time for kind of like gaming anymore, which is just, I don't know, it's sad. We grow up and games kind of take a bit of a backseat because it's entertainment. You made a waffle? Congrats, bro. I'm happy to see you again, Nexus. I've seen you in my comments. I've been trying to like at least post every now and then on TikTok, so the channel isn't completely dead and people don't entirely forget about me. So I appreciate you jumping in those comments and engaging, as I appreciate everyone. But I especially do recall you mentioning a bunch of things about please stream again, and that's really nice. I love to see that. It's It tells me that like I'm actually providing some degree of value and entertainment, which is just always nice to hear. So thank you, bro. I appreciate it, and you motivate me. They did. They released Tier 5 Tara. It's pretty chill. There's a few differences. They reworked like the whole phases thing. So they have like egg sacs now, which you have to shoot. It's kind of like the hits phase in E-Man Slayer. It's very similar to that. And then you kill it again. You have like 2 hits phase. So this is hit phase number 2. So you can't like actually hit the boss until you delete the egg sacs. They're on a timer. If you don't delete them, like it's actually kind of fine. You just have to kill a couple of minis. But you might as well delete them because otherwise it just takes too long. And then once you've done 2 hits phase and you kill it, it becomes a bit of a monster. It becomes like a triple spider. You can see there's like a cave spider inside 2 spiders. And then it has like double health and that's it. That's pretty chill. It obviously has like the classic stuff, like it'll leap behind you and attack you, and it's got poison damage. It reduces healing, so you got to keep an eye on your health as well. But if you have a hype, it's relatively easy to get around. The only time that I die is when I stop paying attention, which is honestly kind of fair. You disrespect the boss will disrespect you. It's pretty valid. Otherwise, it's like if you have decent stats, like I'm not using any Slayer specific gear at all. I'm using full Crimson for melee damage. I'm using Golden Dragon Pet in the boss fight for damage. I'm using my Giant Sword predominantly. And then swapping to Daedalus Blade for Magic Find. So I'm not even using any... the only thing that I have Slayer related is there's a bracelet you can craft, which basically just gives you more combat wisdom for spiders, and I think like a little bit of Magic Find as well, which is nice. So we're on to final phase. We should be, if I can find it. See, bro just runs away. Bro hides and just hits me with the poison damage, and it's really frustrating. That's what gets my health down, when it takes me too long to kill it. Because at some point the poison damage just stacks too much and I'm not healing fast enough. That's the big challenge with this Slayer. I do play Ironman. Hey Oasis, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. Got told your god rolls are useless. They're not useless. They're just not worth as much as they used to be now. Especially now that like a lot of shards have been mass produced by the server. I'm assuming you're not on Ironman. Your god roll will be converted into shards. And you will get Ananke feathers if it's a like decent god roll. So you'll get a little bit back. But yeah, comparatively, it's worth a lot less now. Quit Hypixel a few years ago. Fair enough. I quit about a year ago. Around December. Like, not quit, but temporarily took a hiatus because obviously I'm back. But at the time I thought I might be quitting. I thought that might be the end. Then they released the foraging update, which I loved. The hunting update was super, super fun. Right now we're dealing with Spider Slayer. I don't really care for Spider Slayer, but we have 3 perk Aatrox at the moment, which makes Spider Slayer like kind of worth doing. And yeah, so we're just knocking through as much of that as we can. I'm hoping we can get Terra Catalysts, but I'm not seeming to have much luck. How much are they worth in terms of RNG? How much are they worth? Do I just do it? 0.4%. Okay, so they actually are kind of rare. I've dropped 2 Banes and a Fly Swatter without one of those. I've dropped, I think, 3 Shriveled Wasps by now. 3 of those. No Snail. I had 1 Vial of Venom and no Primordial Eye. That's too much. 3.5 mil is what we're working towards. 3.5 mil. I mean, if we get super lucky, that saves us 3.5 mil of meter, which is fantastic. So I'm hoping for that. I'm hoping we can like track towards 3.5 millimeter, and then as soon as we're kind of like close to it, it'll just give it to us for free. That's the idea, at least. It's a bit of a fool's dream. Worst case, we use the meter on it and we pull it, and then we're done with Spider Slayer. The Primordial Eye is basically the only thing I need. It's the only thing I need. Once we drop that, like, I mean, I'll consider keeping going, but honestly, there's not much reason to. Besides getting like the museum rewards for the Slayer specific drops, which I mean has some value. But besides that, it's pretty much worthless to do the Slayer. I want the Primordial Eye, and that is about it. That is about it. Three Helix Fossils, a Quick Claw, and a Jade Roll before 10. I mean, it's a pretty good start. Looking for Alloy, but that's a pretty good start, bro. 5 Swatters? Yeah, I'd probably have around that. Now they're kind of relevant because they used to be like pretty impossible to even use because of the sheer amount of Spider Silk. On Ironman, like they're nice to have. They increase your minion output. But firstly, I don't really care about minions. There's not a lot for minions to do for me in the game. Besides like collection or coins. Neither of which I'm like desperate for. More coins is always better than less coins. Right now, minions are kind of just producing either coins or a little bit of fishing XP, which is actually not too bad. Not too bad. I like my fishing minions. I might actually try and upgrade one to max if I'm going to just leave it sitting there. Glossy is pretty fantastic. I didn't realize how good it was. It is so good. Glossy's brilliant. Oh, Bane of Arthropods. That's got exactly the same drop rate as the Tower Catalyst that I actually want. Yay. I'm so glad. I'm so glad. It's never the drop you want, is it? It's never the drop you want. Hypixel can't, unless you're Toby. Unless you're Toby. Toby gets what he wants. Toby's very much an ask and you shall receive kind of Skyblock player. Alright, if I get one, I reckon I'm just gonna RNG me to the second one. I'll just guarantee it. But I need to drop one at least. Maybe. I don't know, that's how I feel. I don't want to use two sets on. I feel like that's too much. Have I done bingo? No, not this time around. Bro, I'm getting cooked. Okay, health is holding up. Swap to the Daedalus Blade for the last couple of hits. Easy breezy. I'm just selling the Toxic Arrow Poison. I don't plan to ever use it. Free coins. Helps me stay kind of in profit. Maybe not totally in profit, but close enough. Wow. Those spiders really got cleaned out. It's so free. Yeah, I've been told. I've been told. I don't have any need for bingo. That's it. Just putting it out there. Like, I don't have any need for it. I've maxed bingo when it kind of first came out. Like, I think I actually did miss the first one because the first one was really difficult. But from the second one onwards, I completed like most of pretty much every single card for like 7 or 8 months. Prepare to meter it and the game will reward it. Okay, Toby. I'm prepared to meter it. I'm prepared. These things are not spawning as fast as I would like. It's nice that I get the free shards, though. You do need a lot of flaming spider shards for the shiny fish line. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Speaking of, I finished the shiny fish line, if anyone's interested in that. So, shiny fish is like one of the shards you can get in hunting. You have to get it from fishing, specifically treasure fishing, which is really annoying. It can be really annoying. It takes a little while. But I finished the line, which is good. So I got Ultimate DNA maxed out. The next thing to do is get Molthorn, which I'm going to chameleon through the... I'm going to do it with chameleons. So I'll get Galaxy Fish, which is from the shiny fish. And then from those Galaxy Fish, I will chameleon them into Molthorn, which is otherwise really, really frustrating to acquire. So that's the plan there, at least. Alright, good siphon damage. And where did he go? Did we finish? We did kill it. Nice. I don't really remember where it went, but that's fine. Well, that's the plan. Molthorn is just far too expensive. Far too expensive. Alright, plenty of spiders for us to kill now. Bronze Hunter armor. So I believe it is because if you get a higher level, you'll get too many lava sea creatures. And it's a lot harder to get sea creatures. Sorry, it's a lot harder to get trophy fish if you don't have trophy armor and you're able to spawn lava creatures. Because you need a nuke your sea creature chance, which is just frustrating. Like, lowering a stat is one of the most painful things to do in the game. Trying to lower, like, one of those natural stats. But once you get Bronze Hunter armor, then it's kind of okay. Because that makes it impossible for sea creatures to spawn when you're wearing it. Oh, double RNG. Bite Rune, Toxic Arrow Poison. That's some free coins. 128k. That's not bad. Not terrible. Like, we're actually in profit from Spider Slayer. Which is kind of fantastic. Every boss we do, we're saving 48,000 coins because of Aatrox. Which is really, really nice. That's another reason I'm doing this. Because I love to keep my coins. I do not love to spend them. And we're actually making coins at the moment, which is kind of rare for Ironman. Kind of incredibly rare. Yo, Andrea, what's up? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Egg sacs took far too long, but the health did not suffer, which is good news. I think I still have a second phase to go. Where's bro? There you are. Eye level. That makes this easy. Makes this very easy. Yeah, I need to do this quicker. There's only one way to speed it up, and it involves RNG that I do not have. Another Bite Rune Toxic Arrow Poison combo. Great. Fantastic. Yo, Andrea with the roses. Thank you. That is very, very, very generous of you. I appreciate it.
I am genuinely so happy.
I am genuinely so happy. Thank you for your generosity, Andrea. You're such a legend. Let's get these before the timer expires. Oh, burritos. I gotta say burritos, bro. Oh, I actually have a burrito in my freezer that I need to throw in the microwave. That'd be so nice. I could do with a burrito right now. You have convinced me. Alright, after this boss, I'm gonna go throw a burrito in the microwave so you guys... Ooh. Don't die. Don't die. If I die, I don't get my burrito. Okay. I do get my burrito. Life is good. I love that I can get Tara Silk as well. It's really nice to have that as like a chill drop. I do, Birkin. I do. I do. I don't know how to invite you to it because I'm kind of washed in terms of technological intelligence. I'll be right back. I'm just going to throw it in the microwave. Okay. Let's get moving. It might be on my YouTube. Could be. Probably. I'm pretty sure those links are infinite. I don't know how long infinite actually is in reality, though. You know what I mean? Free shards from the flaming spider. That's a W. When Phoenix? That's the real question. How much playtime do you have, Toby? You have more than me, right? 4K? Holy smokes. No, you do deserve the Phoenix. That's fair. That's fair. I take everything back. I take it all back. I don't know. I kind of forgot that, like, when I took my reprieve, that you actually just kept grinding. No, you do deserve that, actually. Even the primordial. That's pretty valid. Yo, getting unbanned, nice. What'd you do to get banned? That feels like the natural next question. It's like, I'm getting out of jail. Why were you in there? What you doing? Did I kill it? I did. Tara Silk, we got out of that. That's nice. Couldn't really see anything. That's fine. We're on 5 Tara Silk. For our troubles, it's nice to just get a little bit extra. Saves us gravel mining for a bit. Always nice. Always nice. I regret doing Flaming Spider and Magma Cube Rider Bestiary. Like, I really did not need to do that. I didn't think I'd ever be doing Spider Slayer again. I didn't realize they were even working on Tara 5. I didn't think it had ever come through, but I guess I was wrong. Is there another egg? I think there is. Okay, that's hits 1, I think. Hover terms and dev. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. Dev trigger bots. Boots? I don't know, bro. You're gonna have to explain yourself. Oh, let's. Oh, you're kidding. You are kidding. Bro. Bro. I thought this was the Tara Catalyst. I can't. I'm getting every single drop. I swear, I'm gonna drop the Primordial before I get a Catalyst. It's gonna happen. I'm nearly certain. I'd put it at like 90% chance I get the Primordial before the Catalyst. There's no freaking way. Is the Talisman worth anything? I don't think so, right? I just salvage for essence, I think. Alright, my burrito's ready. I'll grab that after this boss. Yeah, what's the point of cheating at all? Let alone an F7. Like, bro, you'll be fine. Nexus has made it to the YouTube chat. What's up, bro? Can't let that distract me. Nothing. Alright, let me get my burrito. Hell yeah. Alright, it's now like very, very hot. The Impossible Slayer. Do you mean Blaze? I can do tier 3. I can't do tier 4. I gotta level up my lava fishing and something else. There was something else I needed in my setup that I just didn't have. I can do a tier 3 though. Tier 3 is just skill issue. Tier 4, I probably could do a tier 4. If I had 0 skill issue consistently. But that's just not it. Oh, Vanquish is nice. That's actually a good thing about doing Spider Slayer as well. Because I haven't yet put the effort in for fishing to get, like, nether stars. Oh, that's final phase. I thought we had another hits phase. Let's go. 300k meter out of 3.5 mil. I'm nearly 10%, y'all. Nearly 10% to the primordial. That's crazy. That's actually crazy. Is it reasonable to go for Frozen Scythe after Dreadlord? I'd say go for Scepter. You can probably go for Scepter, Spirit Scepter. Floor 4 is like a painful floor, but if you just push through, Spirit Scepter is pretty good. Like, it's decent. Wait, there's another one? Where? Oh, I see you. Where did you go? Alright, Siphon healing. Come on, give me the Siphon. Don't run away from me. It's rude. But I think that overall, like, Spider Slayer is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. In terms of, like, it's harder to kill the tier 5 than I initially anticipated. Which I think is a good thing. It's a pretty good thing. Because it's kind of annoying as a... Okay, people are going to get angry at me for saying this. But it's kind of annoying as, like, an endgame player. When I don't have to use any Slayer-specific stuff. There's no setup. It's just put on my, like, very bad Crimson armor. And then go fight this spider. Like, my Crimson armor is pretty bad. I've got... It's better than it used to be. But it's still pretty awful. Like, I'll show it to you guys in a second. I'm pretty sure it's, like, hot tier. Like, it's not impressive at all. And so the fact that I can just, like, rock up with, like, terrible Crimson and nuke the Slayer pretty consistently is good. But I actually like how the poison damage is kind of like the tick damage that we have with E-Man Slayer. Where it's like you still have to know what you're doing. And you have to kill the boss efficiently or the boss will almost certainly kill you. And EHP is helpful. It's necessary, but you can't just, like, stand next to the boss and expect to survive. Like, even with Rev Slayer, that's a similar thing as well. Where if you just stand in one place, you will get nuked. You can run away a little bit, but you will eventually die. So I think the tick damage, or, like, whether it's poison or something else, I think that's really important for those higher level Slayers. Because it encourages the player to, like, actually kill the boss quickly. Most of us want to kill the boss quickly, but, like, it's do or die in terms of that, which I think is really important for, like, late game. Similar how in, like, floor 7 or M7, like, even if you are Kata 50 max gear, you can still die if you skill issue from things like traps or lava. I don't know, it keeps the stakes high for the game, which I think is really important. Wise Drag is annoying. Yeah, I would skip Wise Drag. Don't worry about that. Like, don't worry too much at all. Just focus on getting your Kata level up. And use, like, the necrotic. Where's bro? Every time I lose it, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna hype before I look around. Nothing again. Where am I at? What did I just get? I killed it. Did I kill it? I did. We're at 335k. So if I kill 7 more bosses. Oh, double mini. Hello. 7 more bosses will be at exactly 10% of the way to Primordial. This is chill. This is easy. This is doable. So what's the use case for the Primordial Belt? Like, what's the point of it? Because it's for mini bosses specifically. It's not all mobs. As far as I'm aware. Is it just basically 4 Slayers? So that you can spawn them quicker if you get like a double mini, for example? Where a mini cocoons into another mini. I mean, that makes sense to me. It does give 20%. Wait, when you say 20%, you mean plus 20? Or 20%? Like, it's actually powerful as like as a damage? Enzo, what's up? How to get out of early game. You just restarted, but you're lost. Focus on something. Focus on one skill. Don't focus on getting into the mid game. Don't focus on kind of hitting 100 targets at once, because the reality is that like you can be late game in mining and early game in combat. There is no kind of like overarching, yeah, you're in the mid game, no, you're in the early game. Like that doesn't exist. That's just like community people wanting to like, I don't know, brag about their own profile. Like, there's a joke that goes around that nobody is endgame. Because to be endgame is the most ridiculous, like... You have to have 20,000 hours or something. Or, like, insane RNG and still 10,000 hours. In order to be even close to considered, endgame. So, I'd say pick a task. Like, pick a skill. Maybe it's a Slayer or something. And try to get to the mid-game in that particular Slayer. Or try to, like, get that reasonably to the point until you get bored. And then pick another one. Of course I get another Bane of Arthropods. That's exactly what I want. That's now 3 items that have the exact same drop rate as the one item that I want. And can't seem to pull. That's fine. Trying to max out Redstone. Yeah, minions are good for that. You can multitask like a little bit. Like, I don't mean to say you can only look at one thing. You know, like you can multitask a little bit. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Redstone is like pretty chill. There's places you can mine redstone now in the Dwarven mines that are actually like relatively efficient and not going to be stupidly like annoying to do. It used to be something that as an early game, unless you were going into mining, you only really put minions on it. Like I remember when I was like in the beginning of my profile, I did minions for redstone. That was the method at the time, long time ago. Now redstone's like relatively easy to get in the Dwarven mines. But yeah, if you're not in the Dwarven mines, do that first. Oh gosh, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. If I pull this off, bro is just allergic to letting me hit it. Okay, we might be fine. We're fine. Great. I thought I was gonna die. I got very, very low. Very, very low. Good news, though. Good news. Horns of Torment. Explain what they are. I don't even know what they are, Toby. Is that a fishing thing? It definitely sounds like Crimson Isle. But yeah, I don't know what that actually is. I hate the slowness you get from the Primordial Jockey. Yo, Charlie, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Where is my boss? Nice. $192 enchanted mutton. Oh, I should get my my minions on that. That definitely sounds like a minion job. I don't think you can manually do that. Cool. I didn't realize that was a thing. Thank you for letting me know, Toby. I'll have to throw down some sheep minions. Where is bro? Okay, health is fine. Health is fine. Nice. Tara Silk. I mean, it's something. It's mid, but it's something. Yeah, valid, dude. Valid. I'll get my minions on that, because I have so many wasted minions right now, just doing nothing. Like, it's bad how my minions are so unproductive. But it's because I didn't have any like collections for them to actually work on. But yeah, I guess sheep minions is a good call. What does it do? What's the what's like the point? Because that's an easy month-long kind of minion grind that you can literally just do passively. Pretty sure I have sheep minions somewhere for something. Demonic power. Yeah, valid. Okay, health is kind of holding. We're good. 346. 2 more bosses. And then we will be at exactly 10% of where we want to be. Vanquisher, nice. We'll take that. I need Vanquisher Bestiary anyway. Nice. Goodbye. It's always nice just nuking a Wither as well. That just feels good. It just feels powerful. Love to see that. It is currently 3 p.m. for me, bro. Ice minions is valid. Is there a way to grind ice? I feel like there used to be like on the island, but then they disabled it. Because some guy was like remarkably intelligent with how they like set it up. And then the admins were like, no, we don't like this. And then deleted it, which was kind of sad. Come on, bro. Almost dead. There you go. There you go. Took a minute. Maniac, Jerry Isle, Glossy Divans. Yeah, valid, valid. Because block fortune, right? I might do that next Jerry just for the fun of it. I need more winter creatures, I think, because I need the blue ice for my fishing gear to get like festive. For the fishing speed. That's what I'm missing. Like on my trophy hunter and also on my abyss too. Oh. I spaced out for a second there. Forgot that I actually had to do the eggs. You need Frozen Blaze. What for though? Because Frozen Blaze is kind of useless. It used to be for like fishing loot share. For like bestiary. Just museum? Valid. I have Blaze. I don't think I bothered to get Frozen Blaze. Just felt like too much effort for what it was worth. Okay, health is holding. Health is holding. Nice. Toby, you see that? See that right there, Toby? That, my friend, is useless. Darkness Within rune. How many am I up to? Because I remember this was one you struggled with yourself, Toby. Where's the Darkness Within? 4. We're on 4. And still no Tara Catalyst. I love this game. I love RNG. It's definitely broken. Like, based on nothing other than my own experience, it's broken. Toby hit me with the that's cute. Wow. I don't know what's worse. That's cute or like lil bro. I don't know what's more offensive. $21's kind of nice. Is it a good rune? Does it look good? It's kind of like the Couture rune for like Wolf Slayer. TBH. Could be good, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Another Tara Silk. Not the worst thing in the world. Use a spider short bow, brother. I am. I literally am, but I appreciate the feedback. I don't know. I don't know. Bro, they all look the same. A bow is a bow. They don't have unique textures. Nah, I haven't been using a term for a while. It's probably because of the green. It's probably because of the green that goes either side. I threw a bite rune on it earlier today just because I'd never applied a rune before, and I was like, I have a lot of these, and it's like a Slayer rune, so I might as well get rid of some, and I did. Yeah, it's definitely the green that makes it look like a term. But it's just one arrow. Just one arrow. The green is actually so annoying. Like, I'm gonna get rid of it. I don't want it. What is Hypixel Plus? What do you mean? I haven't died for a while. Not that I'm planning to. Just pointing out. It's been a minute. Yep. Haven't died in a while, have I? Ugh. I need to eat my burrito. My brain needs carbohydrates. Everything has its own skin. That's kind of cool. Alright. You guys can't see this, but it's great. A very good burrito. Nice. Oh. Little burrito break. Oh, I'm getting a call. Hello, I'm streaming. Give me a moment. I will mute myself. I'm back. Apologies. Rachel's going through some tense times at work at the moment. And so when she calls, that does take priority over the stream. Which is unfortunate for you guys, but makes for good story time for those who hang around and are interested. Yeah, things are happening at the moment. So her work is basically, they're doing that thing. So for those who don't know, employment law in Australia is very like, this is like such a weird topic for like a Hypixel Skyblock stream, but we're gonna do our best with it. So employment law in Australia is very weighted towards the employee. So what that means is as soon as like a business signs you, assuming you've worked there for say like 12 months, the employee actually has a lot of rights. And it's very difficult for the employer to fire you without like a very, very good reason. It's to protect the employee. So it's a good thing. And Rachel, in this case, she is the employee, so it's a good thing for her. But it means that everything that happens is not really above board. And it's more, there's a lot of sneaky things that people try to do to circumvent the reason why the law exists to protect those employees in the first place. Which, I mean, I get, it's human psychology. Like, everyone's fighting for themselves. So if the law is, like, weighted against you, you kind of... if you kind of have to like try and circumvent it if you want the outcome to be to your kind of satisfaction. So that's fine. Jonathan, hello. You made it to my lobby. Yeah, nice. How you doing, bro? Welcome. I love that. That's so funny. Nice, bro. Nice. But yeah, so it's created an interesting time for her at work because she has to go in and they've started giving her like all these bigger responsibilities and they're pushing her and basically like they're trying to make the work environment somewhat inhospitable. That's how I see it, at least. Just based on my reading of the situation. I'm obviously not involved in it, so I don't see it in front of me, but from everything that I'm like being seen, it's very much like they've created what is very clearly a hostile work environment. And I think that it's quite obvious that their goal is to force her to either comply, or what I think is their goal is to make her motivated to leave. Because obviously if you're not enjoying your work, then quitting kind of seems like the very next step. But it's kind of just unfortunate. It's kind of unfortunate because the intention of the law is to stop this from happening. But because the law is so weighted towards the employee, it has kind of put the business in a situation where they don't really have a choice to get the outcome that they want other than to do a bunch of sneaky stuff and be inhospitable. So what then happens is they've dug their heels in from the business side without giving like any specifics. They dug their heels in and very much made it like, as I said, inhospitable. And then from the employee's perspective, you then have to bring it back to the law. And you have to go to kind of the legal instruments to say, hey, this is kind of the intention of the law. This is what they're doing. It obviously doesn't align. Can you get involved? Now, no one wants to involve like a higher statutory body in like an employment conflict. That's just pain and frustration for literally everyone. Like no one benefits from that. So it's kind of like, it's a battle of ego that has breached legal kind of conditions, and then unfortunately it's now taken further. So all the while the whole like thing is pending and people are reviewing, you still have to go to work, and that's like a really challenging thing, especially when the work environment is inhospitable. So it's basically an investment where you deal with the toxicity temporarily so that you can like handle, so that you can like see the whole case through. But it's very underhanded, and I just don't like it, because this kind of conflict, people stop acting like people, and they start just being very, very nasty to each other. Or at least that's kind of what's happening towards her at the moment. So it's unfortunate. It really is, because a lot of the stuff is like quite clearly over the line. But because they've already crossed the line, it's kind of like their expectation of what is reasonable and what isn't reasonable is kind of already warped. And so it feels like until someone explains to them that it's inappropriate behavior at work, they're just gonna keep doing it. So we'll see how it goes. You guys will get an update very soon, I'm sure. But yeah, good times. Get excited for that. It's all very fun. I obviously can't say too much because it's an ongoing investigation kind of thing. But yeah, it's just unnecessary stress for everyone, because I'm sure like even like the perpetrators, right? The people who are doing this, they're probably going home and they're probably stressed about it, when if they had just like done what they should have by law in the very beginning and put kind of left the ego at the door, so to speak, it would have saved a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of money, you know, from them. We're not actually paying anything, which is the ironic blessing. But to them, like, they are. They have to pull out a war chest for this, which is unfortunate. Could have been solved. Could have been solved very quickly. I feel like a lot of conflict happens that way, though, where it's a battle of egos, and then people just take it further and further and further and further, and you just have to question, like, why are we here? What are we doing? There's a bit of a weird rant for me to go on, especially on a block game. Like, it's not that deep, but that's what we're currently going through. Oh, I'm gonna run to arrows. Goated. Call jacks. Quiver is empty. Just flint is fine. I'll probably go through them all today anyway. I'm gonna die. Let's not do that. Okay, quiver's refilled. We have a bit more health. Okay, we're back. We're back. Our health is back. Life is good. We should be fine. Only 50 armor shred? What? Okay, I need to do like the arrow swapper thing. That's annoying. I hope it just goes automatically to the next arrow in the quiver. Like, that makes the most sense to me. I forgot to swap to my Daedalus blade. That's fine. Can I just do that? Can I just quiver? I don't know why the arrow swapper exists. I don't know. Why can't you beat tier 4 E-Man? Probably skill issue, TBH. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. Do a couple of tier 3s. And the faster you can kill the mob, like, the faster you can kill them, the less time it has to do damage to you. That's the, like, the truth of E-Man Slayer. If you're not rocking through that, like, damage phase in less than, like, 10 seconds, you are not doing enough DPS. If you're not going through that hits phase in less than, like, 15 seconds, you're not doing enough hits per second. You know? So that would be the change, I would say. If your DPS is too slow, you're going to take more damage. If your hits phase is too slow, you're going to take more damage. Hits phase, I'm a bit slower than most, so, like, it's doable. But I would say it's probably skill issue above anything else. Are you able to knock through, like, all 70 mil of the damage in the damage phase? Can you knock through that in less than 10 seconds? Any more than 10 seconds, and you're cooked. Like, 10 is kind of generous. It should be less than that. Bro, take hits, please. Thank you. Where does bro keep, like, running to? Why? Why? Where is there to run? You know? Like, what's the point? You're gonna die. Don't run away. Please. Oh, I spawned it. Hello. I didn't realize I'd done that. Okay, good, good. I'm still shooting. That's nice. I was worried that, like, as soon as I ran out of armor shred, I'd stop shooting. That means I need to go sand mining for a little bit before I do the next M7. So we might have to do that. But that should be quick. Sand mining's pretty chill. Banned the other day for flower gambling. What is flower gambling? Explain that. Chopped Pickle, how we doing, bro? Welcome, my friend. We are looking for the primordial. It seems to have evaded us. Beyond that, I would take a few Terra Catalysts. We've dropped pretty much everything but the Terra Catalyst, which is somewhat frustrating from my perspective, but it's okay. It's okay. We're chilling. We're having fun. Life is good. Where are you? There you are. Almost gone. Easy breezy. And we got nothing. We're chilling. On your island, 3 blocks off grid, you can use bone meal to spawn either grass or flowers. Okay. If one flower spawns... I don't understand any of that. That sounds like some weird game rule. I'm not gonna pretend to get what you just explained. I'm assuming those are odds, the ratios. It sounds kind of fun. But yeah, I can imagine. I'm surprised that anyone cared with the whole like report thing. Is that against server rules? Because high key, like the server literally has dice. You know? So it's odd to me that that would be... Bro, what is the high class Archfiend die then? If not that. That's so confusing. I don't know. That feels kind of inconsistent. At least another Bane? Yeah, cool. Great. My 3rd Bane. Fantastic. I'm so happy. So happy I got that. That's going to be super useful. Scammable? Yeah? I don't know. I feel like that's just inconsistent decision making. Gambling's okay so long as the admins create the odds. Like, okay. I love how they'll just let rats exist, but then they target bro with his 20 mil gambling ring. Using cosmetics incorrectly. I mean, the admins run the game. Like, it's their decision, you know? Like, it's not like I'm trying to argue that decision. I just found it funny. Like, I could understand if you used, like, profanity or something, because the admins obviously wouldn't appreciate that. Toxic arrow poison. Spider Slay is losing its charm. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of fun in the beginning, and I was excited to like get stuck into it. I haven't had any RNG today that I've been actually happy about. Like, not even one of those digested mosquitoes or ensnared snail. And we've burned through about 100k RNG meter, but we're getting like Bane 6 and a Tara Talisman, which is not exactly what we're after. Where is bro? There we are. Only 7 days. Oh, that's fine. Well, with a Phoenix pet, Toby, it's much more valuable, your account. Not that I know anything about the IRL trading market. I'd never sell my account. Like, no one could ever offer me enough. Like, obviously it's against the rules, and like I don't wanna facilitate that. But like, honestly, no one could offer me enough for the time that I've spent on this. Like, my cash out is like my playtime multiplied by $30 per hour. Like, don't even try. No one is gonna pay that much. Hello, Angel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. I'm doing some spider killing today. This is like the first moment I've had to myself to just like chill out, play some spiders in the last like 2 weeks. Maybe a week and a half. I don't remember when the last time I streamed was. Pretty much since the last time I streamed would be the truth. I was gonna stream a couple of days ago, and then I made the very intellectual decision to overfill my bath and flood the carpet in my apartment. That was really, really fun. That was like not a stressful experience at all. I was literally gonna stream, you know? I was gonna have a quick bath, chill out, like de-stress, relax, you know? And then that was the plan. Didn't quite get there though. Unfortunately. Fair enough, Angel. I appreciate you jumping on and saying hi. Good to see you. I hope you're well. Yeah, and Toby's been doing some sneaky RNG drops, which I'm very happy for Toby. I am. But I will also admit that I'm a little bit jelly. A little bit jelly. I've been talking about a Phoenix for a while. Long while. But looking at our playtime, like, you definitely do deserve it. So I can't be that mad. It's just sad because of how freaking rare it is, you know? That's what's sad about it. It's like there's nothing I can actually do to intentionally drop one. Like, there is genuinely nothing to do. It is just play the game, eventually, maybe. See how you go. You know? That's it. That's the only thing that you can do. And that's what makes it so much, like, rarer. Because, yeah, base odds, 1 in 30 million. 30 million. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like, that just doesn't track. I think they gotta make a pity system for it. They have to. Because it's actually useful in the game, you know? Like, it unlocks being able to do things. Yeah, the legendary. I saw the clip. It was remarkable, man. Absolutely remarkable. We do need a post-China chat, Angel. That is correct. That is correct. Especially now I'm like really pushing my talent agency now, Angel. Like we're getting close to, we're not there yet, but we're getting very close to 30 Sydney talent, which is, given there's only like 50 total that actively do verticals, like it's pretty awesome. We're getting everyone kind of on board, and once that happens, it'll be very difficult for someone to put on a project without us, which means that we can push talent rates up and make sure everyone's getting what they deserve. It's a fantastic thing. I'm getting a lot of pushback from producers because they know that. they know that once talent all kind of get together, it's going to make it really, really difficult for them to negotiate, because talent is going to have kind of minimum wages and stuff, which is pretty crazy. It's pretty awesome. So I'm really, really excited for that. And yeah, it's obviously a tough position, because like people are worth what they are worth, you know? There is a number, but determining that number and my opinion of which number is correct versus what someone else thinks is correct is always going to be different. But the goal with it is that everyone's going to get pushed up, because if you compare the wages in the US to Australia, the US is on average 50% higher. That is a bigger gap geographically than there is a gender pay gap in the US, which is kind of crazy. It is kind of crazy that the average kind of like, there's not really a gender pay gap in Australia, like not really, for just specifically in verticals, but there is a massive pay gap between what they're quoting in the US and what they're paying in Australia. Huge difference. Yeah, I'd love to chat with you about whoever. %50. Not to mention there's just more projects in the US, which I'm also working on bringing more projects to Australia. That's what I'm really excited for. We're doing deals, chatting to people, bringing new people in the industry, connecting people with people that are in the industry that are looking to get into it. It's fantastic. My user is above my name. Druzy, what's up, man? Long time no talk. One more exam before grad, and then you can lock in on the real game, being Skyblock. Who needs IRL? Who needs like real life grass? Nah, not us. All right, get some sleep, Angel. Keep doing the good work you do for the industry. We appreciate you. Come on. Toxic arrow poison, not terrible. Not terrible, it's money. We take money. Keeps us afloat. Oh, mini boss to mini boss. I love that. Straight into the boss. Mini boss, boss.
I am genuinely so
Yo,
happy.
Druzy with the 5 roses. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for that. Yeah, I realized. I think I saw a comment. I think it was from you. Moved on to something else. That's valid. What was the reason that you kind of quit or stopped playing so much? Because it's not always like I decided to quit. Sometimes it's genuinely just couldn't find the time anymore, and I wasn't really motivated. There was no incentive to continue coming back, and that's fair too. But what's if you could like nail the reason? What would the reason be? Grinds too long, progression too unclear. Text, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. No, I'm using Spider Shortbow because it nukes the egg sacs a little bit faster. I'm using G-Drag for the boss, Tara Pet for spawns. Okay, I let my healing kind of fall apart there. Okay, it's almost under control, not really. Okay, it's under control, we're good, we're good, we're good. Nice. Healing is less effective. which is kind of cooked. And you get poison damage, which actually does stack a lot over time if you don't pay attention to it. So I really need to like heal consistently, or I am in danger of dying. I don't die like that often. Every couple of bosses, it's about the same success rate as I have with like E-Man Slayer. But yeah, it's especially that final phase. I just get cooked. You need to die. Lost motivation because of the mining fiestas. Yeah, mining fiestas do that, bro. I get you. I get what you mean. We had a mining fiesta recently that I caught. But also because now they're only like 2 hours. They're a lot less aggressive than like the 5-hour ones. Those were like difficult. But it's tough with a mining fiesta because like Diana lasts, the mythological ritual, like just by comparison, right? Mythological ritual lasts the entire time basically, right? Which means you can jump on at 12 a.m. You can jump on at 3 p.m. It doesn't really matter. Whereas mining fiesta, like you have to carve out a specific time and you have to make sacrifices to actually show up at that time. Which, I mean, it is what it is, but it's, I don't know, it's hard to kind of schedule yourself so it works, and then it doesn't come around very often either. So getting those drops, especially on an Ironman profile, is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I get that. I let my health get a little bit low there, but it's fine. Just get my healing back before the spider jumps on me again. Pretty slow with the eggs, TBH. Could have done that better. Vampirism is very helpful, though. I love vampirism. Oh, come on, man. Come on. That's what I mean. If I'm just too slow, we get cooked. I reckon I'm going to take that as a bit of a sign to take a break. I will be back. I'll see you guys in like, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. On YouTube, I might just be right back. Alright, we are back. Cool. I don't know, man. I think maybe I want to just run the RNG meter. I want nearly 400k. Tower Catalyst is 117. Fly Swatter is 200. Violet Venom's 300. 200. 700. 120. Wow, it's actually slightly rarer. That's insane. I'm convinced that that's not actually like, it's not actually a thing. That you don't get Tower Catalysts from tier 5s, I'm convinced. Like, how could I have done 393,000 XP and still not dropped one? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. It's, I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Can anyone confirm that they've ever actually dropped a Tower Catalyst from a tier 5? Because the longer that this goes on, the more I genuinely believe that it is just not possible. Like, it feels like I should have gotten one. 3 Bane 6 books, bro. 3 Bane 6. It's not possible. I just want to drop one and then I'll RNG the second. Maybe. I don't want to commit to that either. But I don't know. Pendragon, what's up, bro? Welcome. Bro's just yeeting everywhere. Impossible to hit. Come on, man. Did I kill it? I did. Cool. Worried for a second there, but we got there. I don't know. Spider Slayer got me just a little bit bored of the game. But I'd be keen to jump into some M7s. I feel like that will be a bit more exciting. 39 plus 73, but now I have my boss. Great. 39 plus 73. 112. Multitasking goes crazy. Okay, low on health. Let's do a bit of vampirism. Hype, get that back. Oh, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. I need to, like, leave. Yeah, get some vampirism. I don't think we can get all the eggs down. I'm literally dying. I'm literally dying. What? I don't know how to survive. Yeah, Spider Slayer is just not working for me. Nathan, 1.21 I believe I'm on. Not having a good day. Not having a good day, I won't lie. The focus is just, it's not where it should be. It's a very hot day in Australia, so I think I've got a bit of fatigue about that. Got a lot of things on my mind, which is annoying because, like, I play Skyblock to ignore everything else, you know? Reason, because of the health drops, just Spider Slayer. It kills healing, so it reduces healing and, like, regeneration. And if you don't, like, hype often enough, you just lose it. But that particular one was that I got caught in the web, which is actually quite rare. That doesn't happen. And then the primordial bats just nuked me. So that was really frustrating. But I just need the Tower Catalyst. If I had the Tower Catalyst, I could nuke these egg sacs a lot faster than I already am, which would speed up the boss, which means there's less time for the boss to kill me, which means less time that I die. Basically, that's where we're at. It's largely a convenience measure. Because I get good healing off Vampirism and off Siphon. And when that works, life is good, you know? But when that doesn't work, we get nuked. Not a good time. Not a good time at all. Spawning is very easy. But yeah, the big challenge is just the health. Keeping the health up. But it's very, very... The more I play it, the more I realize it's actually very similar in format to E-Manslayer. Yeah, if I had a sting and I could clear those webs, it might make it a little bit more worth it. Like, I'm barely saving any time by, Where is bro? Running away. That was a good combo. I'm happy with that. Not that we got anything, but good combo. Alright. Maybe I honestly just need to hit the caffeine. That could be the difference. It's not that I haven't had any coffee today, but I'm on a little bit less than normal. I think I've had just 2 shots, whereas normally like I'll easily hit like 6 coffees. So maybe it's time to detox. Anyway. This is a good spot. Yeah, it's just constant poison damage and little healing. But I just gotta kill the boss quicker. That's it. Like, simple as kill it faster. I don't even know where the boss went. Slain? Oh, good. Okay. 401. Nice. Primal Fear is getting in the way and not my fave either. Vegan crawler. I want wheat. I haven't decided whether or not I actually want to buy another Siphon book. I think I have like 2 books right now. Do you have a Siphon 5 on you? No, you're Siphon 4. Maybe. I mean, maybe I could do that, but there's no point upgrading the Daedalus Blade. There's absolutely no point. I'm going to have to just hang out and wait for the Claymore, and then we can just buff that. Because Daedalus Blade very soon is going to be utterly useless. Which is a bit unfortunate. Hey, Donkey, what's up? I just stopped using it, man. It's a lot of light on my eyes to like have it right. And I just decided I didn't want to have it. I'll bring it back at some point. Not gone forever, just a temporary reprieve from the face cam. Good bit of Siphon damage, nice. 400k meter. To get 117k, that's 50... Maybe 55... Nearly 59 bosses. 58 bosses. 58 bosses per 117k. So if I do it, then that means that I need another 116 bosses before I get the Primordial. Do I think it's worth it? I don't think so. That's an additional 116 bosses worth of RNG meter that I'd be wasting. Yeah, the maths does not check out. The maths does not check out on me throwing it on meter.
If I had one of them, it kind of does. It makes sense. Kind of does. But even then, not really. Because I save what? Not much. Save a little bit of time. Save a little bit of time. Not a huge amount, though. I don't think I actually got the EXP for killing the jockey there, but that's fine. Don't know where the Viscount is. There you are. Hello, little cave spider. After next Diana, valid. Well, Diana V2 is looking good, man. Looks fun. I'm excited for it. Where you at? There you are. And nothing again. Hit phase is not my fave. But it's basically just get to somewhere where like nothing else is going to hit you. Because it just takes too long. But if you upgrade the bow, you can get a bow that does 3 times damage. So right now my bow does 2 times damage, which is like, it's okay. It's not anything impressive. That's where it's at the moment. So it does 2 times damage, which means instead of 9 hits, I only need to do 5. But if I get it to 3 times, I only need to do 3 hits on each, which is much, much better. Much, much better. Worlds better. Okay. I got my system sorted again. Life is good. Not that I'm dropping anything. The increase in health was unnecessary. Well, I actually think it was. I think it was necessary. I think Spider Slay is well balanced, TBH. It could be a little bit easier. But I think that it's good. I just got to get back into the rhythm. You know? That's the main thing. Get into the rhythm. Bro, these bats just don't want to die. Okay. Nothing again. Love that. Just gotta pull that primordial. Then I never have to do Spider Slayer again. Because that's honestly like the only part of Spider Slayer that's useful to like normal stuff. Once I have that, I have completion. Everything else is just a convenience measure to help move it along a little bit better. I don't even know how I died, man. I don't even know what I was doing. Trying my best, and it wasn't good enough. Not on the day. Maybe I just need to upgrade my crimson. It's only hot. Like it could be a lot better. I got a burning chest plate. That's something. Let's see if I can upgrade my crimson. Let's see if that's like a thing that I can do. Do I have enough essence? I don't even know how I would check. Skills, dungeoneering, your essence. 3,000. Yeah, I don't think that's going to do anything. I don't think that's worth it. Such recipe, silk. I've filled my Slayer sack. Alright, this is a bit of a problem. We're going to have to take a small reprieve. Grab our flint shovel. Slash warp nest. Change pet to snail. Wherever that is. There you are. And we're going to quickly go gravel mining. Just to get enough flint to get rid of some of the Tara Silk and the Slayer Sack. Because I don't want to upgrade the Slayer Sack. I feel like that's just not necessary. So we'll get the flint and then we can just supercraft. It's the easiest way to just get it out of the sack and into the inventory, into usable materials. Because Tarantula Silk is actually pretty useful. Could throw in like my whole mining equipment and stuff, but honestly the time that would take and the fortune I would get, because I'm only doing this for a minute, is probably just not worth it in the end. Gravel mining is a lot easier than it used to be, but honestly, it's kind of nauseating. Like, it's fantastic. It's beautiful, like, how quickly it regens and how much, like, actual gravel there is to get. But it is nauseating, I'll tell you that much. Nice that it insta-mines, though. We like that. We like insta-mining. Fantastic. Alright, we'll do like one more full round and that should be enough, I think. Duke, thank you very much for liking the live. I appreciate you. Alright, let's see how we go with all of that. Recipe silk. Enchanted flint. 368, which gives us 11 crafts. But we still have 18k Tara web. Honestly, I need to knock that down a little bit lower. I'm going to need the Tara web for crafts in the very near future. So it's still relevant to have it. But this is just the easiest way to get the Tara silk out of the Slayer sack. Samuel, thank you for liking the live. Appreciate you. All right, let's see how much we got out of that now. It wasn't like a great deal that we did, so we're not going to get a huge amount, but hopefully we can get rid of some more. Into silk, enchanted flint, it's another 317. Gets rid of a good 1200. We still have 17k, that's still a big number. What's our sack? Slayer sack, we can get a max of how much? 20k. Yeah, see, I feel like I need to do more. I don't know. I'm kind of paralyzed by indecision right now. Look, I have 2 shriveled wasp and all of this terra silk. Is there nothing that I can craft? I've done that. The primordial belt, obviously. The shriveled cornea applies bloodshot when combined with a belt. So you want a bloodshot primordial belt. That's what we're looking for, right? So I still need another 4 shriveled wasps. Wild. Sting means even more shriveled wasp on top of that. Scorpion foil needs 8 Terra catalysts. Why? I can't even get 2. Can't even get 2. That's crazy. Oh, and that's it. Okay. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. Balin, welcome back, bro. This is going to be very interesting. The whole loot table for Spider Slayer, I think, is a bit cooked, if I'm being honest. Well, let's throw away the flint shovel. It's good enough for now. Team, I'll be honest, I'm kind of overheating. It's very hot in Australia at the moment. I'm going to call it a day there. I might come back, I might not. I don't know. But good night, and I will see you guys later.